Good day, students. Welcome to JSS 1 Music, Week 16. We have learned note values, clefs, scales, chords, and rhythm. Today we bring all these elements together in one place, the music score. A score is the written document that contains all the musical information a performer needs, the notes, the rhythms, the dynamics, the tempo, and much more. Reading a score is like reading a map. It tells you everything you need to know to navigate a piece of music. Writing a score is a form of composition, preserving your musical ideas in a way that other musicians can read and perform. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify all the elements of a music score, read basic rhythmic and melodic notation correctly, write simple melodies using correct notation, and explain the conventions of score layout. Let us read and write music. A music score, also called sheet music or a musical score, is the written or printed notation of a piece of music. A score contains everything a musician needs to perform the music as the composer intended. In a full orchestra score, every instrument part is written on separate staves, stacked vertically on the page. The conductor uses this full score to see all parts simultaneously. Individual performers use a separate document called their part, which contains only their own instrument's music. For our purposes at JSS level, we focus on simple single-stave scores, melodies written on one stave, and simple piano scores, using the grand stave, treble and bass clef together. Let us identify every element that appears in a music score. Elements of a music score, from left to right and top to bottom. Title. The name of the piece is written at the top center of the first page. For example, Arise O Compatriots or ISC Olewa. Composer and lyricist, the composer's name is usually written at the top right. The lyricist, if there are words, is written at the top left. Traditional or folk songs are labeled traditional or the ethnic group name. Tempo marking appears at the top left, above the stave, before the first bar. It may be an Italian term, andante, allegro, a descriptive phrase, briskly or with energy, or a metronome marking, crotchet equals 120. It tells the performer how fast to play. Dynamic marking shows how loud or soft to play at the beginning. Written as a letter or symbol below the stave, P, MP, MF, F, FF. Clef, the first symbol on each line of music. Either treble clef, or G clef, or bass clef, clef. Key signature, written immediately after the clef, the sharps or flats that apply throughout the piece unless cancelled. Time signature, written after the key signature, two numbers showing beats per bar and which note gets one beat. Bar lines, vertical lines that divide the stave into bars. Each bar contains the number of beats specified by the time signature. Notes and rest, the actual musical content, note heads position on lines and spaces indicate pitch, note shapes indicate duration. Rest indicate silence. Accidentals, sharps, flats, or naturals that appear directly before a note, overriding the key signature for that note only. Ledger lines, short extra lines above or below the stave for notes outside the normal 5-line range. Slurs and ties, curved lines. A tie joins two notes of the same pitch, hold them for the combined duration. A slur joins notes of different pitches, play them smoothly without rearticulating. Dynamic changes, crescendo, hairpin opening to the right, get louder, and decrescendo or diminuendo, hairpin closing to the right, get softer, written beneath the stave. Articulation marks, dot above or below notes, staccato, play short and detached, lines above notes, tenuto, hold full value or press slightly, accent marks, play with emphasis. Repeat signs, a bar line with two dots indicates the passage should be repeated. First and second time brackets show different endings for first and second planes. Final double bar line, two bar lines, one thin, one thick, at the very end of the piece, indicating the music is complete. How to write a music score. Practical guidelines. Use a pencil so you can correct mistakes. Draw the stave neatly with 5 evenly spaced parallel lines. Write the clef first, then the key signature, then the time signature. Note heads must be oval, not round, not rectangular, and must sit precisely on a line or clearly in a space. Stems go up on the right side of the note head for notes below the middle line. Stems go down on the left side for notes on or above the middle line. Beams connect groups of quavers and semiquavers. Keep them horizontal or slightly angled, not curved. Bar lines must be perfectly vertical and must touch every line of the stave. Leave even space between notes, more space for longer notes, less space for shorter notes. Let us write a simple 4-bar melody in C major, for fourth time. Step 1. Draw a treble clef. Step 2. No key signature needed, C major has no sharps or flats. Step 3. Write a time signature, for over 4. Step 4. Write bar 1, for crotchets on the notes D, E, F, G. Step 5. Write bar 2, 2 minims on G and E, check, minim D last 2 beats, minim E last 2 beats, total 4 beats. Correct. Step 6. Write bar 3, a dotted minim on C, or 3 beats, and a crotchet on D, 1 beat. Total, 4 beats. Correct. Step 7. Write bar 4, a semibreve on C, last 4 beats. Correct. Step 8. Draw the final double bar line. Step 9. Add a tempo marking, moderato, and a dynamic marking, MF, by the start. This simple 8-note melody is now a complete, readable music score. 3 score writing errors that cost marks in examinations. Mistake 1. Drawing round note heads. Note heads must be oval, not circular. A circle sitting on a line looks like it is in the space above and the space below simultaneously. Ambiguous position means wrong pitch. Mistake 2. Drawing bar lines that do not touch all 5 lines of the stave. Incomplete bar lines are a notation error. Draw them fully and precisely. Mistake 3. Incorrect stem direction. Stems go up for notes below the middle line, third line, of the stave. Stems go down for notes on or above the middle line. Consistent correct stem direction makes scores easy to read. Well done today. A music score contains title and composer, tempo marking and dynamic marking, clef, key signature, time signature, bar lines dividing beats, notes and rest on lines and spaces, accidentals, ledger lines, slurs and ties, crescendo and decrescendo markings, articulation marks, repeat signs, and a final double bar line. When writing scores, use pencil. Draw over note heads precisely on lines or in spaces, stems up below middle line, stems down on or above middle line, beam quavers in groups, space notes proportionally. For homework, copy out the 4-bar melody we wrote in class today into your exercise book. Check every element, clef, key signature, time signature, note placement, stem direction, bar lines, and final bar. Mark off each element as you verify it.